welcome back to my channel. Hope you've all had a wonderful day. Today's video is going to be testing out the Holler and Glow Bling Ting face mask from Primark. But also I'm going to do it as a bit of a catch up with you guys, let you know what I've been sort of getting up to and just sort of what's going on in my life really. So we'll start with the mask and then we'll have a bit of a chat. But yeah, so if you're just here for the mask, then I suppose you could skip the bit in the middle. But if you want to hear what's going on with me, then that'd be lovely too. So this cost me £3, as you can see. And it says, this glam face mask is perfect for any slumber party. Enriched with active ingredients to revitalise skin. And it has pomegranate extract and aloe vera. And it says you keep it on for 15 minutes. I have got a little bit of makeup on, but I figure it's okay. I'm just going to put a mask over the top and hopefully it should get off most of my makeup to it. So I've just opened it up. It smells a bit chemically is the word I'm going to go for. And if you're wondering why my hair looks so greasy and disgusting, I've just put coconut oil on it as part of my coconut oil project. It's going okay. I do keep forgetting to do it like twice a week, so I've been doing it once a week, but I am trying to pick it up and do it twice a week. This is really like slimy. Yeah, this is what it looks like. It's actually quite pretty. It's got like little, I know they're supposed to be gems, but they look more like flowers to me, unless you actually proper look at it. So I'm just gonna stand here so I can see myself in the mirror and try and put it on. But it does, oh my goodness, that's cold. It does smell a touch on the chemical-y side. But it actually fits okay. It's not too bad. I mean, every time I use these, they fit really badly and slide off my face. But yeah, there we are. That's on. I've got dinner in the oven. We're doing well. I'm just going to wipe my hands on a towel. Hello, Lynx. It's floating around again. So yeah, it's on. It does seem to sort of slide onto my lip, but let's go and sit somewhere. Let's have a chat. So yeah, updates, I suppose. I'm going into the garden, just because, why not? Go under my washing line. Da, da, da. This is my garden, just in case anyone's interested. And like I said before, we are trying to leave this house because we are currently renting and it is ridiculously expensive. So yeah, basically I suppose house updates first. We had a lot of stress. For those of you that don't know, I lost my job at Subway. I don't know if I already said that in a video yet or not, but I lost my job in Subway, and obviously it was at the time we were going for the mortgage application, so I had so many tears and sleepless nights thinking, you know, the application is going to be thrown out because I'm not going to be able to get a hold of my latest pay slip, and obviously in order to have a mortgage on a house they need to know that you're secure, like in your job and things like that. So that worried me. I'm gonna let you guys know now, this mask does not smell nice. I don't like it. But yeah, so there was a lot of sleepless nights worrying about whether we were gonna be able to do it all and things like that. And then I was talking to my dad about it and I said, you know, I'm so worried that we're gonna be stuck renting in this place forever. And it's so expensive. I mean, we are struggling every month. I have a little bit of money set aside for my YouTube channel, so that I can make sure that I'm obviously doing the things I want to do and sharing it with you guys, but without putting myself like under too much pressure, if that makes sense. But the rent's just too expensive here. So anyway, after speaking with a mortgage advisor bloke, he basically said that if I couldn't get a hold of my latest payslip from Subway, then they wouldn't be able to use my Subway wage, which obviously at the time scared me to no end. And And after talking to my dad about it, he basically said, I think you might actually be able to do it without your Subway wage. And Dre said exactly the same thing. And I just thought, well, if you don't ask, you don't know. So obviously we'd already sort of got a agreement in principle from Halifax to say that we could borrow this much. And we viewed a few houses a few weeks ago, and I popped that up on my Instagram. And on that day that we viewed the houses, we actually found one that we absolutely loved. It needs a little bit of work, because there are some areas that just need, new paint, things like that. But we absolutely loved it. And I said to Drew, I was like, I don't want to miss out on this. So we put an offer in. And then obviously after we put an offer in, that's when I started to worry about the Subway stuff. Because I'd only found out after we'd put in the offer that I'd lost my job. So after all this was going through, the offer was accepted. Everything was going smoothly. Obviously I was still worrying, but not really saying very much. And then I spoke to my dad. I'm sort of recapping here, sorry. I'm doing it in a really funny order. But yeah, I basically said to my dad, what do I do then? And he said, well, why don't you ring your mortgage advisor and see if he can do it without needing your Subway wage. This is driving me insane. So yeah, I rang him up and I just said, look, I'm having some real trouble getting my last payslip from Subway. It's becoming a bit of a disaster, blah, blah, blah. What do I do? So, yeah, he basically said, well, give me 20 minutes, I'll give you your phone back, and I'll let you know if it's possible to borrow what you need to with the offer you've put in on this house, and what you've got for a deposit, and we'll see if we can do it without needing that job. So 20 minutes went by. I was absolutely shitting my pants, just worrying so much about whether it was going to come through or not. And in the end, he rang me back and he sounded really quiet, and I was like, oh gosh. And then he said, it's all fine. You've got nothing to worry about. We don't need your Subway wages. You are literally just within the right amount. So that was absolutely fantastic. I almost cried with joy and laughter and all sorts. Told Dre straight away, and he said, I told you so, there was nothing to worry about, blah, blah, blah. So since then, we've been seeing the mortgage advisor to sort of fill in paperwork. We've got solicitors involved, they're doing their surveys, and we've been filling in paperwork for them. It is expensive because of the fees that mortgage brokers or mortgage advisors and solicitors want you to pay, because yeah, it's just expensive. There's so much stuff that actually needs doing that there's just a lot to pay out for, which is fine. So we'd got enough sort of money in savings to sort of do that, and thankfully we've had a little bit of help with our deposit from family, which means an awful lot to us, because if we didn't have their help, we would be renting for probably the rest of our lives. So yeah, this is sort of our chance to start our lives. I know that sounds silly because we've been together like nearly 4 years, but it gives us the opportunity to start our lives and, you know, start making a future where we can actually afford to do things. You know, we can plan to have children eventually, things like that. So yeah, at the moment it's just sort of going through the process. It is very stressful. I want to cry majority of the time. I'm taking my anxiety medication and that's sort of helping a little bit. It's taking the edge off, but there's just so much to worry about that it's driving me mad. But yeah, I mean, other than that, that side of it's okay. In relation to losing my job at Subway, luckily Dre is a Subway nut, so he goes into one that's actually not far from where we live at the minute, and he basically knows the manager quite well. We sort of chatted to him over the times he's been in there, and he said, he's been saying for months actually, you know, does your girlfriend want to come here and work? And obviously while I still had a job at Subway, I thought, well, what's the point in leaving one to go to another? But then obviously when I lost my job, I sort of thought, I don't want to go in there and seem like I'm being ungrateful because now I'm taking it because I have no other option, but I've got to ask. And luckily he's very nice, and yeah, he's let me have a job and he's let me do my same hours, and I can have time off and things like that because I'd already booked holiday with the other place, so luckily they're being nice enough to let me have the same holiday off, which is really great of them, I think, because I mean I've only been there like a week. I did my first shift on Sunday just gone, and it was okay. It's a new atmosphere and there's new people, so it is a bit different, but it's okay. I think you get used to it, don't you? But no, it's all right. It's nothing too different. I mean, I know what I'm doing. You know, sandwich artistry doesn't go out the window. This is awful. I mean, it's just sort of flapping at my chin, but I don't know if that's because I'm talking. But no, I mean, to be honest, everything else with us is pretty good. Can't really think of anything that's not going well or going really well that I need to tell you about. I think all is good. But I think house buying is one of the most stressful things, and I know a few YouTuber friends of mine are sort of going through the same thing, or they're selling or they're moving out to like new builds and things like that, and it is one of the most stressful things, and I, you know, wish everyone the best of luck when they actually come to do it, because it is so hard, and unless you have help or you have people that like really know what they're talking about, it's really hard to actually get yourself like on that ladder, if that makes sense. If you're not on it and you're renting, it's really hard. And I've got friends at the minute that have just bought and have just moved in and things like that, and they're doing really, really well. And I mean, for a time I was so jealous. I was like, you know, they're buying and, you know, things like that. And me and Dre, we earn a decent wage between the both of us. And we sort of thought, can we put it forward for a mortgage? Is it going to be enough? And thankfully it has been. But it's just obviously something you've got to think about. And we didn't pick the first mortgage advisor we went with. We spoke to like a few people, got a few sort of quotes, got a few sort of ideas, and in the end we actually went with a really nice bloke from Connells, which is where we're buying our house from. He's their like in-house mortgage broker or mortgage advisor, I suppose, and he has been really, really helpful. I've called him up so many times with stupid questions, and he sort of said, oh, don't worry about it, they're not stupid, here's the answer, blah blah blah, you're doing fine. And that's made me feel quite good about it all, I think. That, you know, no question is a stupid question. I mean, if any of you have got any questions that you want to ask, pop them in the comments. I might be able to help you. If I don't, I'm sure I'll be able to find out the answer for you. But yeah, if I can help, I will. I just know how difficult it is. So, you know, it's hard. It's, you know, there's highs, there's lows. It's just not great all the time. I have no idea what the sound's going to be like on this because it's quite windy, so we shall see. I feel like it's going to be really bad sound. Let's go back indoors. But yeah, to check in on the mask though, I can't smell it anymore. I feel like I've probably gotten used to the smell, which is fine. You know, yeah, so the smell isn't too bad. Now I can't smell it. It's quite pretty, I would say. You know, it is quite pretty. I do like it. But it definitely doesn't smell like pomegranate or aloe vera. I think, or I feel like that. Sorry. I feel like that's a load of tosh. It smells chemically and I don't like it to begin with. But I know it hasn't been 15 minutes, but I'm going to take it off because I just don't feel like it's doing loads. I think it has taken off a degree of my makeup, so floppy. So I'm actually going to just use these cotton balls here that I'm trying to use up just to, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, it is coming off, which is quite nice actually, if you can use like a face mask to take off most of your makeup. But yeah, I'm using these little cotton balls up so that I can get onto my reusable ones, which will be really cool. I'm excited to use those. I've washed them and they are ready to go, but they are just not like ready to go in the sense that I have all this to it. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I've got to tell you before I go. The mask was okay. I'll put that out there. The mask was okay. Nothing special. £3. I feel a little bit like that was quite expensive for what it is. I don't feel like it did anything in particular. I mean, it's taken off my makeup, and at the minute it's giving me quite a nice glow. I've got these blemishes at the minute which are driving me insane. But yeah, I don't feel like it did anything particularly special. But yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to let you guys know. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Not this weekend coming, but next weekend. The 1st of July, I think is a Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Me and my mum are actually going to be doing a car boot sale to get rid of everything that I don't need for when we move. I'm super excited about that. And because I worked with this is what I was going to tell you, because I worked with my mum at Subway, she obviously lost her job as well, and I think she was sort of a little bit upset that it had all finished, because, you know, that was like our shop. We worked together, it was our shop. So when it sort of closed, it was a little bit like, well, what do I do now? She's done Subway for 14 years, so for her it was quite a big shock to the system, I think. Even though she was quite happy that all the stress and everything was over, because she was manager, I think she felt quite happy that there was no more stress. And she's actually now working with me at the nursery as our snack lady, and she really enjoys it. Tires her out, like little ones do, because you're thinking and you're watching all the time, even if you're not physically moving about. But she's having a really good time, and I'm actually really glad I'm working with her still, because I was a little bit upset that when I went to the other Subway that she wasn't coming with me. I'm quite close with my mum, so it was quite sad. But now I work with my dad, my nan and my mum all at the nursery, so it's just, I need to get my sister there, but she's not a chance. But yeah, it's quite nice having them all together, and because we're moving to Ipswich, which is not that far from us, it's only 20 minutes away from Colchester, but because we're moving to Ipswich, I'm not going to probably see them as often as I normally would, because I tend to sort of go over after work and things like that. Not that I can't do that if I move to Ipswich, but obviously, you know, sometimes you just want to go home, don't you? And if there's a drive that you have to do, you just want to go home. So that, you know, when I move, they're still going to be with me at work, which is really cool. But yeah, I think that's everything I've sort of got to tell you, really. I hope you like the update. If you've got any questions, then let me know in the comments down below and I will answer them if I can. In terms of the Bling Ting mask, like I said, it's okay. I wouldn't buy it again, and I certainly wouldn't pay £3 for it. Maybe if it was on offer or something, but to be honest, I don't feel like it did anything particular. I mean, my skin does feel quite soft, but I have quite good skin in that sense anyway, that it generally feels quite soft. I think it's all down to moisturising, guys. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, if you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm nearly at 300 subscribers, which is incredible. And I am planning on doing a giveaway when I get to 500, but I haven't filmed that video yet, because I'm sort of getting bits together and bits and bobs like that. So yeah, when that video is up, I will let you guys know. So take care, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!